Excessive taxation in Ghana is posing a significant challenge to businesses, leading to rising production costs and the looming threat of closures for many local companies. To address this pressing issue and foster a more conducive business environment, there are calls from some Ghanaians urging the government to abolish various burdensome taxes. Citi News' Ajwa Tinkrama Domina has been gathering opinions from a diverse range of Ghanaians on the impact of taxation and presents her findings in the following report.
The significance of taxation and its economic ramifications for Ghanaians, particularly the business sector, cannot be underestimated. Around 8 years ago, during the John Mahama administration, businesses grappled with what were then termed as nuisance taxes. Many businesses urged the government to either eliminate or reduce these taxes. The opposition party at the time, the NPP, campaigned heavily on the promise to abolish these taxes if elected, sparking discussions on transitioning the nation from taxation to production.
We have to make a change. I want to assure you that an Akufo-Addo-led NPP government will stabilize the sinking cedi, bring back business confidence, and make investing in Ghana attractive to both local and foreign investors.
In 2017, the New Patriotic Party government fulfilled part of its promise by eliminating 11 nuisance taxes, offering relief to businesses. However, after 8 years, what is the current state of taxation in Ghana?
The problem started when we started seeing some laws coming in the year 2020-2021, and we can relate it to maybe the COVID period. The first one that came was the COVID levy. Of course, Ghanaians accepted it. And even before the COVID, some policies were undertaken regarding the VAT, where we saw the separation of the GET fund from the NHIL. Personally, I think it was a smart move, but a very bad idea, because if you allow businesses to pay for levies, that is not how VAT works.
Excessive taxation is negatively impacting business competitiveness, with the Association of Ghana Industries noting a concerning trend of businesses closing or relocating to neighboring countries with more favorable tax policies.
Two things. Some are closing down their factories and are relocating to Abidjan and other countries to produce because it's cheaper there and it's more friendly in terms of the taxes. Number two, some of the factories are closing down on production units and they are also importing the finished products and are selling because it's cheaper to import finished product. But no nation developed at the back of importing finished products.
Contrary to assumptions, importing goods into Ghana poses challenges, as indicated by the Ghana Union of Traders Association, which oversees traders' activities in the country.
You clear goods from the port. I'm telling you, if your invoice value is $100,000 and then you pay duty of 20% duty rate, the VAT that you pay, the duty that you pay, and then the other cost items at the port, numbering about 19 cost items, cumulating to about 15%, make a total 55% of the invoice value. So it means that the 100,000, you have to go and find $55,000 to go and pay duty. Who will do that? This is not like any payment or duty anywhere in the world.
Anita Siedu Costa, a sales executive at a car dealership, reports a significant decline in sales due to the importation and clearing duties, highlighting drastic changes in the automobile industry over the past 3 years.
The duties is making it difficult for people to buy cars, especially when you've stayed home for a year or even 6 months, 2 years, you cannot buy a car. So we are here, and due to the escalating prices, people come and they go back with their money because they can't afford. Let's say Corolla, 23 years ago, they were paying around 20,000, 18,000. Now it's around 70,000. Yeah, that's the purchase price for about 3 years ago. And that alone now is the duty. So how can they afford? Some cars' duties are around 400,000, Range Rover. So it's passing through Togo. Some have parked it there to sell and take their money there. They don't even bring it. Some too are finding dubious ways to bring the car. So we don't know what is going on in the system.
Now, for ordinary Ghanaians, the impacts of these numerous taxes may seem unclear. But let's explore this by examining the taxes that are imposed on various items at any fuel station mart. I have just bought a few items from the options mart here at Abeka Junction. Now, the cost of these items are 40 cedis for the book, 13 cedis for the yogurt, and 27 cedis for the dark chocolate. The subtotal of the items, excluding the tax, you see it boldly written 67.27 pesos. So 67 Ghana cedis, 27 pesos. But just underneath, you see some taxes listed. You have 1% COVID-19, which is 0.68 Ghana cedis. You have 2.5% NHIL, which is 1.68 Ghana cedis. You also have 2.5% Get Fund, which is 1.68 Ghana cedis. And this sums up to making your item now from 67 Ghana cedis, 27 pesos, to 71 Ghana cedis, 31 pesos. Now, on this 71, you're going to have to pay 15% VAT, and that is 10 Ghana cedis, 70 pesos on your 71 cedis, 31 pesos, making the total of your items purchased 82 Ghana cedis, from 67.27 Ghana cedis to 82 Ghana cedis. These are the taxes the ordinary Ghanaian is paying.
Over the years, successive governments have attempted to broaden the tax base by enhancing taxpayer registration and taxing the informal sector.
The informal sector, nonetheless, has to deal with indirect taxes. Key among them is taxes on petroleum products. You can talk about the Energy Fund levy, the Price Stabilization and Recovery Levy, which was suspended but has been reintroduced, and also the Sanitation and Pollution Levy. Now, all these levies culminate into increasing prices of petroleum products, including fuel. So the ripple effect really is that for a trader who imports goods from other neighboring countries, or even for somebody who takes goods from other towns apart from Accra, they have to deal with high transportation costs, which translates into increasing cost of goods for the end consumer.
Obu affair say oba e bi oba ju kra ni 2 million 3 million so oba say 5 million mejo 7 million ntu baba na fa so na obenya kakra ni nya na akoma driver ni no na fi de wo koya oba na osapan na wo de akofie body say no ekra say body enu wo kwa obobo ni bu okro obo no bo be 40 Ghana 50 Ghana e drone e bi okra 1 million nso ye ba
wo de ba car no beje obesese
car no ojepa bi o tumi je be 20 million 25 million den I say enso ye de kakra to so ne enso ye nya bi.
In 2021, the government disclosed that only 10% of Ghana's population pays taxes, despite efforts to include the informal sector. Yet, the willingness of this sector to be taxed remains uncertain, as expressed by some commercial transport operators.
Ebia mimi bibi kitu ebia meye no ebia ba na eji mitas na me hu mputu bia ebia ba na eme ebe me ya bia me kasa hu nso ndi se eji obia dia fine na say ya ji o ebia afia so na say ya o aban ko bu nkonta na bia mumu tas na mutu ane ebia ba we si amamu ya we si amamu a me ebe me de.
With campaign season underway, presidential candidates are once again making promises.
Under my administration, there will be no taxes on digital payments. The e-levy will therefore be abolished.
The numerous tax handles imposed recently and the very experimental taxes, I dare suggest the obvious that tax mechanisms must be scientifically considered.
Ejedu, a car dealer with 26 years of experience, expresses skepticism towards campaign promises, having witnessed several governments' tax policies firsthand.
I've been voting almost since 1992. up to now. They've been saying when this man come, I'll do this and I'll vote. Okay, you'll be expecting a good thing from them. You see things are getting worse and worse and worse. This man was also expecting this man to do things moderate for us so that we can manage our life. Things are still going. So now, in fact, our trust part is hardly to. We don't trust any government at all.
The Food and Beverages Association of Ghana shares the expectations of business groups regarding the upcoming election.
In the next administration, clearly the poverty levy has no stand, should not have any stand in our tax books. The excise tax on the beverages should have no stand. We talk about the carbon emissions tax that is hanging around. That should be erased. The growth and sustainability tax should be erased.
Now, both leading candidates in the 2024 general elections, we're talking about John Dramani Mahama from the opposition National Democratic Congress and the governing party's Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, have served in significant government positions and have over the years overseen what businesses term as unfavorable tax regimes. Now, while campaign promises may differ from the reality, there's hope that things may change after the 2024 general elections. This is Ajuatin Krama Domina reporting for Citi News.